Devastating.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Newage HEPHAESTUS. So here we are, and there they are. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So this is the packaging for the final components of the combiner. You can see that very G1-y artwork there on the front. We got some obligatory product shots, some more obligatory product shots, pictures on the back, more obligatory product shots, and that's basically, oh, warning, don't eat anything. This box could be very bad for you, and that's basically it for the packaging. Alright, so we have finally reached the end of our journey with the Newage Constructicon boys, and if you missed any of these reviews, there is a playlist in the description down below for you to check out at your leisure. But without further ado, let's combine these boys into Devastator! So, what we need to do is we need to do a bit of prep work. So as far as Scavenger and Bone Crusher go, you don't do anything with them. They stay pretty much exactly as they are. So we'll just put them off to the side. We will start off with the legs here. So we'll start off with Scrapper. So to get Scrapper ready, you just want to pull this section forward like that. You want to untab his arms. And these are going to swing down, and you want to rock them back, and you see there's a little tab that'll go into a notch right here. So just tab that in, and tab that in like that. If you want to rotate these back, you can. I don't think the instructions say you're supposed to, but if you want to do that to give them a little bit more of a heel, you can do that. Then you take the canopy here and you just collapse this down like so, and there is Scrapper all ready to go. So now with Mixmaster, what we're going to do here is we're going to just undo his legs, just bring all of this down. You can open this up so you can flip out these little panels here. These are just going to be like little toes for him. Just flip out these little panels. Put that back together. There's little tabs in his thighs that you want to swing out. So swing that out. And now you're going to just, before we do that, there's one more thing we have to flip up. This little bit right here. There we go. You want to flip this up like that. So now you just want to bring this up, and these tabs will go into these little notches here on the side. So get everything lined up just right. And that should tab in. Tab in. Like so, and this section here will tab in right up top, right to the top of the cab there. Like that. Just get everything nice and squozen. Then you're just going to take this, and the mixing drum will extend up like that. And last thing you want to do is take these wheels, and these wheels will just fold down, like so. And there you have Mixmaster ready to go. So now we will do long haul. All you're doing with long haul is just taking this whole section. You're going to bring all this down at his hips, like that. And just leave that up for now. And that is all you're doing with long haul. And last but not least, hook, give us a hook. Let's bring that down. You want to raise this up a bit so you can extend all of this. You can close that back up. You want to take his hands and rotate them so they are palms down. You can just close his hands back up. So rotate down, close the hands back up, and all of this will swing around. And you have post and a tab. You have a port and a slot right there, so just line that up. Tab that together. And there you have hook, all ready to go. So there you go. We got all the boys all ready for combination. So now let's bring in the final components that will allow us to slap all these boys together. Yeah. Gee, I wonder what the comment section is going to look like. I have absolutely no idea. But moving on, yes, this is what you need to combine these boys here into Devastator. It's not as bad as people are going to make it out to be. I'll explain why. But anyway, so here's what we are going to do. So where are we going to start off with? We'll start off with the arms. So we'll bring in Scavenger here. So we do need to undo his legs and bring them down. So what's happening here is we have these slots right here that will go over these tabs right here on this little armature. So you can bring this forward just to get things out of the way. And that will just tab into either side like that. Once you do that, you can just rock all of this down. There's also a tab and a slot right there. You just push that in. And there we go. He's all secured. And you just fold this up. And there you have Scavenger all done. As far as Bone Crusher goes, you just want to lift this up, fold down the seat, fold that down. That's all you're doing with him. And you got 3 tabs that will go into 1, 2, 3 slots right there. So just get that lined up and push that all in. And there are the arms. Now, as far as the legs go, we'll bring in Mixmaster. And also, one thing you have to do also for Mixmaster is you have little heels here that you're going to flip out. These don't really do much good, but hey, it's something. But Mixmaster is just going to tab in. You have 2 tabs, 2 slots, and you just line that up like so. And the mixing drum just plugs in right there. And there you have one leg. And can we get you standing on one leg? Can we? Can we? Hey! So, as far as Scrapper goes, you just want to, it helps if you kind of bring the legs up so you can split them. And you have this T section right here that will just sandwich right in between his knees, like so. Get that back together. Get that back together. And you do also want to push this section up like that, otherwise he's going to stand, off kilter. And now, as far as hook and long haul go, they're basically just gap fillers, really. So what we're doing here is you want to undo these little tabs on either sides of the shoulders. So undo those, and you can bring the arms down, and then you swing this back, and hook is just going to sit right in there, and then you just close this back up, and then you bring this back up and tab those shoulders back into place. Let's get that all lined up again, and just close those little latches, and there you go. Bring that down, and there you have hook in place. Now for long haul is just going to get shoved in right back here. So you just angle that forward, and long haul will just go in. He'll just drop down. There is a tab that will go into a slot up in here. Just get him in and slot him down like so. And that's a very awkward position for him to be in, I'm just saying. But anyway, you want to bring this up. So what's going to happen here is you have these 2 tabs which are going to go into these 2 notches right here. So just line that up and get that plugged in. And this can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to do. There we go. So you want that plugged in like that, and then this will come down and tab in over that to lock him in place. And there you go. There you have Hephaestus, aka the mighty Devastator. And one thing that bugs me about Devastators is that he's not really the most stable combiner because he doesn't really have heals, but we'll get him standing. There we go. There we have Hephaestus, aka Devastator. And he is a good-looking G1-y Devastator. I dig it. I personally dig it. Now, I know people are not going to like how this combiner works. I already know what the comment section is going to look like. But it's not really that drastically different from how Devastators usually work. I mean, as far as the arms go, the forearms and hands are always a separate piece anyway. The only difference is just that little armature that they're attaching to. That's the only difference as far as the arms go. As far as the legs go, they combine the exact same way they have on every version of Devastator, so nothing's different there. The only real drastic change to the combination is hook and long haul, because like I said, they're just gap fillers. Because let's be honest here, if you just use hook and long haul by themselves, that would look horrible because they're way too small and it would just look bad. You would still need some extra pieces to bulk it out in some way. So in order to achieve that more cartoon accurate look and not compromise the robots to a severe degree, this is what they felt was the best solution. It is what it is, take it or leave it. Me personally, I have no problem with it. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at that Devi noggin. And nicely done head sculpt. In my opinion, nice G1E head sculpt. Got the nice grays in there, the red. Got the transparent red visor. Looks quite good. You got the big old chest piece there. Done in purple with some nice detail. You have a spot for a Decepticon symbol sticker, which I will be applying after the review. Got the purple Devi crotch. Oh no, not too shabby. Not a whole lot of molded detail because again they're trying to keep it simple, keep it, cartoony. And his toesies. And very little by way of heels. So he's not the most stable, but then again most Devastators aren't that stable because of that. But moving up the back, and see again, poor long haul. Poor long haul. But there you have that. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You do get some wiggly-waggly. You can look up a little bit, look down, head. Can do a full 360. You can move these chest pieces out of the way. So the arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. You do have rotation right above the elbow. You have over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, and when you engage the elbow, you get this nice chromed out detail that gets revealed, which is quite nice. Now, as far as the hands go, you do have posable hands. The wrist can rotate. You have a hinge that allows the hands to move outward if you need them to. The fingers are posable. The thumb is on a ball joint at the base, and you have a hinge right there. And each finger is on a ball joint at the base, which gives you nice little bit of splay there, and you also have a hinge mid-finger. You do also have waist rotation. You have an ab crunch as well, and you have this upper joint which can crunch also. And one thing that's really cool is that the chest piece is on a couple hinges as well, so when you engage this joint, you can see that chest piece will move down with it. You can get a nice deep crunch going on there, and that's pretty cool how that works. I like that. And you do have the skirt panels here, which can move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward, that far back, that far outward. You can do the full splits. Here's on a ratchet. You got thigh rotation. You do have a double jointed knee. So you have a nice full range of movement there. And again, another cool thing is you have this detail that gets revealed when you engage that knee joint, and also the front panel here of the thigh will also move down as well, which is pretty cool how that works. As far as the feet go, you don't get any upward and downward movement, but you do have rotation and you do have your ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, he just includes his gun, his big old purple gun. Again, very simplistic in design, just to keep it nice and G1-y. And it just uses the typical tab in the slot of the palm method of weapon holding. It does hold on quite securely. Just wrap his fingers around it. And there you go. Now, as far as the pew-pewing and bang-banging, well, guess what? This will do it for you, because this does take batteries. There are electronics in this. It takes two AG3 batteries, which are not included. You'll have to get those yourself. But you put the two AG3s in there. To install them, you just undo these 3 screws and remove this top. You also have to remove the barrel of the gun, like that. So once you do that, put the batteries in, put it all back together. You have a button right back here, and when you push it, you get a bright red LED that goes off in there, and you get some sound effects. You can turn it off at any point. So that's really cool. So he can You can pew pew! You can pew pew and bang bang for you! Yay! Yay! You do also have noggin features as well. The battery compartment is right here in the back of his head. Just undo that one screw right there, and this will take 2 AG4 batteries, which again are not included. You'll have to get those yourself. So you're using 2 separate kinds of batteries, AG4s for the head and AG3s for the gun. But once you install the batteries, there's a button right here on the side of his head, and you push it, boop, and his eyes will glow a nice, bright, evil red, which looks quite good. I dig it. And another feature you get here is you can, if you want to, it helps if you remove his forehead. That just tabs in. You can lift this up and you can flip the visor in. Bring that back down, put his forehead back on. So if you don't want the visor, you don't have to have the visor. You can have that look going as well. So you have options. There's always options. Are good. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with Core Class Prime. And we'll bring in Megs too. Here, little guys. Here he is with Newage Galvatron. And here he is with G1 Devastator because he's precious. Oh, so precious. And here he is with Combiner Wars Menasor, in case anybody wants to see how he scales with these boys here. Here he is with the Magic Square Menasor. You can see how that works out. They look pretty good together. And lastly, but not leastly, here he is with Combiner Wars Devastator. And yeah, that's just, hey. So there you go. So there you have Hephaestus, and yeah, all in all, this is a nicely done set in my opinion. All the individual figures are really well done, really fun, really enjoyable as standalone figures. The combiner itself, I think, looks great. I know there are people who are going to have a problem with the way the combination works, but I don't, you know, it doesn't bother me. The end result looks great, and that's all that personally matters to me, but again, to each their own. But all in all, I am very, very pleased with this set. I think they did a great job on it, so. There you go. Now, I picked these guys up from TF Safari. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Hephaestus playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Newage HEPHAESTUS, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. One of these days I'm going to be leader. And you know what? I'm going to have a coronation with fanfare. Ooh, yes, fanfare. Oh, that's right, you guys do that too. Do you guys want to be part of my coronation? I have trumpets for you to play and everything. I'll take that as a maybe.